Testing. Oh, we got someone in. Got a couple people in. Sweet. Let's go. What is up? How's it going, guys? Appreciate you being here. Obviously, I don't think there's gonna be a ton of people. So it can be very intimate, and throw in the comments or chat like any suggestions on how you guys maybe want this to be improved. Maybe even like Google Meets, I was thinking, to be more interactive and engaging so you guys can like actually chat with me. Because I think you guys are just limited to the chat bar. But yeah, I'm gonna give it a couple more minutes, maybe let a few more people stream in, and then it's gonna be very start throwing in the chat. How's it going? Um, and any ideas? I know some of you guys have suggested a couple of different apps on Discord. Happy to build upon those. I have a couple in my pocket that I was gonna maybe build upon. But yeah, start throwing in the chat right now if there's anything that you guys want built. Again, I'm very open to this being very like I don't I have some things to have some things to build if we don't come up with anything. But if you guys have any suggestions, throw them in the chat right now. The camera I'm using is a Sony I think Sony EV-Z10. I'm just getting new. I'm in charge of the content and everything. So I'm new to this. Oh, a dog face merger to create new breeds. That's actually very interesting. I like that. And I mean, why don't we just like start prompting a bunch of different things? You guys want one thing that's actually kind of cool is I actually made something with dogs that I thought was pretty funny. Let's see. I'm gonna start streaming. Okay, I think you guys can see my screen. So in terms of the dog breed thing that I think is hilarious, I actually connected this to a custom domain. It's called Toilet Tales. I think pretty funny. Uh, so basically, you can turn your pets into bathroom comedians. What it is really like making bathroom memes around it. So you can upload a picture of your dog, and then it turns it into a funny bathroom meme. And then the whole like aspect around this was to enable people to like get it printed out and hang it in their bathrooms. So let's see how it works real quick. I'm gonna get started. I don't have a picture of my let's see, golden retriever images. Let's see this one. Maybe this guy. All right, I'm gonna save image. I just wanted to show you guys this because it's kind of hilarious in my opinion. But right after this, let's start building something. Cool. All right, let's upload photo. That's a what? I don't know. Yeah, sweet. So I can change this to be animated, realistic, photorealistic. Let's just do realistic. And then it's going to turn that and create a bathroom meme. It's hopefully going to get, I think it should come up with 4. And it's going to like have him like reading the newspaper or something. I guess one tip for you all to see on this front is just to give you guys a quick little tip. Hold on, let's go back here. So this is like the adaptive app. Obviously, this is like the actual custom domain. But within the adaptive app, when I'm making edits here, one thing that I want you guys to see is if you go to view the code, the API file here is where you'll see the like actual LLM prompts. So obviously it's using like OpenAI's image generation tool, but you can see here that this is these are the prompts. So it says you are a helpful assistant that generates images for pet related websites. Generate a cute, funny image of a dog or cat sitting on a toilet. Make it clean, cartoonish, and appropriate for pet manner website. I can change this if I'm not happy with it. Um, Basically, if I want this to be different, I can directly change it here. What we're going to start doing is giving you guys, the users, more access into this to have you have more control of what models are being used, as well as like how the like prompts are being prompted exactly. So that's one thing, but I just wanted to share a quick little tip there. Let's see what it came up with. Oh, okay. So like kind of cool in my opinion. You can directly download it here as well for you to like print it out yourself directly. So then if you go back to the community page, we can see he was uploaded there. So anyway, that's a fun little thing. What's up, Varun? Glad you're here. Appreciate the support. Um, Gardacio, hopefully I'm pronouncing that correctly. What's the vision with adaptive full production apps or quick small apps for general population? So obviously the vision for us is to um they base the vision for us is to build fully functioning like as like you guys are already pushing the boundaries and the limits. Obviously you guys saw that a couple weeks ago um with the capacity constraints that we were facing. Apologies for all that. That basically came from like 5 to 10 users pushing the boundaries of it. The problem that we were experiencing was the issue of common across sort of the AI coding space is you have once you start building very complex apps, you have you're having to toss that entire like code base, thousands and thousands and thousands of lines of code to the LLM. And LLMs basically have a very hard time of like understanding and like being able to like view the whole code base all at once. So that's what we were having struggles with. However, we were able to make adjustments and get upgrades. So hopefully that hasn't been an issue in a while now. But anyway, feel free to like what is big. I would say just the larger the code base. So anything above like I mean, it depends. You can just check your code base and see how many lines of code it is. But if you have something that's like 10,000 plus lines of code, no matter like what you're building, where you're building, that's a very large, complex app. So um, that's sort of but like obviously LLMs are going to get better. We're going to be continuing to optimize it, so we're able to handle it now, which is totally fine. But as you guys keep building upon and upon and upon, you guys are pushing the limits of it, which we love, which we're grateful for. So keep doing that. Um, okay, but the big thing is we want you guys to be building apps in your everyday life. So basically, there's a cool guy in the community. He's 70 years old, doesn't know much about coding or anything. However, he loves cheese. He built this cheese app to basically take pictures of his favorite cheeses in the superstore or in the supermarket or in his home or whatever. It scans the barcode as well. It logs it in there, but then he uses AI. He integrated AI into it to recommend him the best wines to go with this cheese. Super simple app, but he uses that on a daily to weekly basis. Those are the type of apps that we want you guys to be using. Apps that you're going to be using on a daily basis that are using AI functionality to help you go. For me, I'm on the marketing slash growth side. So I'm going to show you some of my favorite apps that I've been using um, just to give you guys perspective on like what you can do. So let me pull up a couple of my apps that I've been using on the day-to-day life. Sweet. You guys can see that. So one of my favorite ones that I'm using right now is I'm starting to build short form content. So what I did was I created a app like and I literally just prompted it saying, "Hey, I suck at script writing." That's one thing that I'm getting better at is like prompting the agent. And what I've found to be very useful is just telling it your problems. So what I said was like, I suck at script writing. I want you to help me get better. Maybe I can copy my favorite content creators on YouTube or Instagram. And then boom, it built me this. And what I can do here is I can upload videos. So this is like Yoni Man and Chadi Rajan are like two of my favorite creators. I can upload download videos of them. It basically transcribes those videos, gives me an overall style, hook, structure, tone, language, content format, hooks, etc. And then what I can do now is I hop in here and I can hit start recording. And then I'm recording this video. I want to generate a script around script writing, how I built this app, etc. And then let's see, I can create this style of Chadi Rajan and say scripting, generate script. Boom, I'll have a generated script here any second now. But anyway, I kind of want to just start getting into like building. I don't know. You guys have a couple more questions. So referrals, we don't have referrals set up yet, but that's something that I want to work on. If you guys have any opinions and thoughts about it, um, throw them in the chat because that's definitely something. We have a very supportive community. You guys are obviously here watching, you're engaged on Discord. So, like, please, if we can help reward that in any way, if you guys are sharing it with people, we obviously want to incentivize that and encourage that as well. So, drop any ideas for referrals in the chat because that would be super, super helpful to know because we don't want to just like obviously or anything. So, yeah. So, obviously, you guys aren't familiar with probably this guy's style, but this is very similar. To it, and then I can like directly edit it in here as well. I can copy and paste that back out to Google Sheets, etc. So yeah, another one that I thought was super cool was this photo revive one. I'm sure you guys saw a video of that, but basically, all I prompted was build me a photo restoration to video generation app, and then just like that, we get a full on image to video restoration with this super cool slider. So that's something cool. And then one thing that I thought was awesome, I'm sure you guys saw a video, but this icon generator app. So for any of the future apps that I'm building, I'm gonna start um, sending this to Adaptive and be like, hey, can you integrate these icons and animate them, download them? But the like powerful thing with this, I'm not sure if any of you guys are familiar with NAN. It's an automation tool, but basically you can turn any of your adaptive apps into APIs. So basically what I did was I integrated it into our Slack channel and I can just type it saying, hey, I want to like for one of these, what is it? Like surfer eating broccoli. That was one of my examples. And then like I just like texted it to Slack, and then Slack basically just returned in like a couple minutes once it was done generating a fully functioning like surfer eating broccoli, which is in my opinion like super, super, super cool. So anyway, I like that. How do referrals work? Give us ACU credits for referrals. Okay. I mean, that's a good idea. So anyway, does anybody have any final ideas for an app that they want built right now? I'm going to give it a couple hands. I mean, let's start building the I want to take several pictures of dogs and then merge them together to create new dog breeds. I think that was an idea about Zach. So let's see what this comes up with. Super simple prompt. I want to take several pictures of dogs and then merge them together to create new dog breeds. So I guess you could probably do something similar with like a couple or like partners. They can maybe upload pictures of themselves and it generates like what their kids would look like, which would be kind of funny and cool. Yes, you did tell me on Discord, so we could build upon that. That was actually super cool. I'd be actually very curious how you got all that data and information. I sent that to the team. So like we may actually use some of that to share to the community. That was like super, super awesome that you were able to build. So as this is building, I guess I can answer any more questions that you may all have. What's the vision of full productions? I just want to make sure. I got all the questions answered. I kind of think it would be fun if this was more collaborative in the sense of like being on like Google Meets or something. What were your guys' thoughts? Would some of you want to participate in like collaborating in this discussion? In terms of building and everything, I think it would be more engaging. Yeah, I agree. Oh, I missed a couple questions. How many people are working on Adaptive? So there's 8 of us. There is 8 of us building it. Most of the team is a bunch of engineers. So we're constantly pushing new updates on a daily basis. So we're actively growing, doing that and everything. So good morning, Diego. Okay, we got an initial version here. So it's still building. We're going to be making a couple more edits to the checklist on the chat soon. So stay tuned for those. It's actually like very awesome to see what it's building and everything. So, okay, upload dog photos, your dog gallery, your blended breeds. Interesting. I'm going to start preparing this. What do people want to see? Maybe French bulldogs. I don't know. I like those dogs. Images. It's a cool picture. Okay, I'm gonna save that image. Any open roles on the team? As of right now, not that I am aware of. We haven't hired in the last couple months, but doesn't mean that we won't be soon. I'm obviously not in charge of that. I'm not the CEO or founder, but I honestly will keep you guys posted. Let's see here. Is it done? Okay, so it says it's done. So I need I've created changes, view the changes history, upload dog easily. Awesome. I'm going, what other dog do we want to see? Bulldog plus Chihuahua, gonna go crazy. All right, let's do that. All right, Chihuahua. Maybe this one. This one's hilarious. How about that one? Chihuahua. Okay, and then you said Bulldog. Okay, let's see that. Do you have any questions as I'm building this and like capabilities, functionalities? Just truly just like let me know. Happy to answer anything and anything you may have. And the whole purpose of me doing this demo is because it uses the AI functionality. Like that is what separates us versus like Lovable versus Replit versus all the other ones is the ability to build internal AI tools. When you use the other competitors, you're still having to go to all the different like services and grab the API keys to then integrate into your website. We're not just building websites. We will build web apps, but mainly the core functionality of it is the ability to build your own personal AI tools just through using natural language. And Our goal is like, we don't want you to have to worry about integrations. We don't want you to have to worry about API keys or anything. I know some of you are using that right now, which is totally fine. But the end of the goal, at the end of the day, the future is like to like never have you have to worry about that. Okay, let's start doing this. Sorry, it's just taking me a while. Let's see. I just don't know where. Okay, choose files. Bulldog. Let's see the Chihuahua. That's an insane photo. Okay. That one and that one. Blend two dogs. Okay. That interface is actually so clean. Again, you saw this. One prompt. Let's see what it comes up with. So one thing that I do wish it has, this is like one thing that I've noticed a little bit, is kind of user states. So the UI, I wish there was like a loading state of it saying like, oh, generating your breed between a Chihuahua and a Bulldog. I'm sure if we just like give it a couple seconds and wait. Okay, sorry. Varun had a question. Does Adaptive have a plan to launch support for creating native mobile apps? Maybe you could build an app that helps give you feedback on feedback. So I upload screenshots to my drive and add oh, that's interesting. Just for feedback. That is actually very cool. I like that one. In terms of Varun, your question, does Adaptive have a plan to launch support for creating native mobile apps? So eventually down the line, I think that is in the roadmap of like helping people launch mobile apps. However, not in the near term, I would say. What you're going to see in the next couple of months, don't have an exact date yet, is we're building our own mobile app. So you can basically have the Adaptive app on your phone. And so you'll be able to like build in a cleaner way directly on an actual app versus going to like your web browser. So that's one thing. And then the goal of that is like that's an app that then has access to all your apps, and then you can quickly be using your apps on a daily basis. So let's see. Oh, okay, this is the blended breed. Let's see. So basically, gave us a French bulldog. I mean, is that? I guess it kind of makes sense if you think about it. You got a bulldog and a Chihuahua, and you just basically have like a miniature version of the bulldog. I don't know if that's actually how French bulldogs were breeded, but let me know. What's up, August? Appreciate you being here. Okay, maybe you can build an app that helps give you feedback on apps. Okay, so yeah, the Chihuahua ears are there actually. Okay, let's build that. Let's build a community sort of. How am I thinking about this? So basically an app where people from the Adaptive community can upload their apps, maybe just their app URLs, and then other members from the community can come in, test it, leave comments, upvote it, maybe like a product hunt sort of style. Maybe like similar interface to Product Hunt, but like enabling people to post their apps and then people like upvote them, comment on them, suggest feedback. So yeah, let's just like prompt it and let's see what it comes up with. Let's see. So again, I'm like kind of like telling it like my problem. I want to get feedback on my current apps that I am building on Adaptive. it would be fun to have someone said that you want a leaderboard. Okay, yeah. Be fun to have a place where all adaptive share their app URLs, and then everyone can click on them, leave comments, upvote them, and suggest feedback tickets. Make it have a leaderboard as well. Okay, let's see. This one actually, I really like this one. Include that users can record parts of the app that are not working and do so. Oh, okay. So this is actually an interesting. Shoot, sorry, I just missed that. Maybe we'll just prompt it. We'll just wait for it to build, and then we can prompt it a second time with suggestions on that next. That is one thing too I've noticed is like I would say the first prompt include as much as you can and as much as you want. But then once you've already made that first prompt, you're probably like as you're playing around with it, you probably have already come up with like 4 to 5 suggestions or like 4 to 5 edits that you want. I would say try to have patience to limit like one prompt to one edit, I would say. I've just noticed like you can definitely do more, and most of the times they can handle it. What I have noticed is that you are able to have higher accuracy in terms of the kind of like it of the agent like actually like executing the edit. So if we have like one suggestion after this is built, like or like 5, I'm just gonna do it one at a time to make sure it's like doing exactly what I want. Because sometimes it's like keeping track of like 10 different things at once. Um, but usually off the first bat, like the first prompted as much um, as many features as you want. So yeah, so next time, um, I definitely want to maybe do this more interactive, where you guys are actually like we can talk face to face. We can even like maybe I'll add like for this one, I'm gonna add you all. Like if you guys want to be added to a to the workspace to like actually edit this, that'd be kind of fun in my opinion. So like maybe next time we can do that. Hop on videos together like on a Google Meet, and then we all can like play with it. I usually generate a super detailed PRD on ChatGPT and use that as first prompt. Very interesting. I like that. Um, I've noticed that breaking the prompt down step by step really works. I usually write out a detailed explanation phase by phase in Manosphere GPT chat and then run it. The results are much better. Awesome. That's very good to know. You technically don't need to do that in the sense because we actually have like ChatGPT and all them like integrated, and basically we have a planning agent that like takes your prompt and then turns it into a planning thing. But if you find that works better, then like that is awesome. Like keep doing that. Because why not? Like why not? Why stop? Like if you guys have already found something. Hey Paris, how's it going? Okay. Users can record. So once this is built, I'm gonna also add that like users can record parts of that are not working and do screenshots. I feel it like kind of almost like yeah suggestions like support tickets if they can somehow like attach support tickets. Okay, so they named it app showcase. Let's initially see. And again, another tip is don't really like if I start to like submit something and this is going to go into the database, obviously, right? Then like if I start doing that before it's done building, sometimes it won't get saved. So just like that's another thing, like wait till it's like fully done building. You can still play around and like click around to like see what it's coming up with. Um, but usually wait till it's done building. Submit your app title, description, app URL, screenshot. Okay, so it did already include the ability to upload screenshots. So but it probably didn't on the like feedback thing. But let's see. No, it's found. Be the first. I'm gonna also here. I'll actually really like this idea of an app because then like everyone can showcase their apps. Obviously, we have within Adaptive the community or the featured ones, but this is something that we definitely want to touch upon. We haven't touched on this in a while. Where like the community can like truly share what they're building. And it's a good way for you guys to also like get people using your apps if that's what you want. So we need to like truly build upon this, but this is maybe a first stab at that. And again, I'm going to go to so this is something that like you guys should always remember. Like you can come here, and again, we're going to get better at like truly releasing all the new updates and everything. So what we're going to be doing is this is the agent. Like the agent is equipped with like building the AI functionalities, right? What we're doing on a weekly basis is providing the agent with more and more and more and more tools. So like we launched the video generation tool last week. Like we want to be continuing to stack as many AI tools as possible to the agent for it to become even more and more powerful. So if there's something in there that you wish the agent was able to do, or some sort of AI functionality or some sort of API integration, like please feel free to like let us know that stuff, because that's what's going to help us be like differentiated, is if our agent is going to be the most powerful, and it will be, but like you guys can help us suggest like what AI tools you want the agent to be equipped with as quick as possible. Okay, said it was done building. Let's submit an app. I'm going to submit Toilet Tales. Let's see. Description: a meme generator to make funny bathroom pictures of your pets. App URL. Oh, that was on a different tab. Let me pull it up real quick. Sweet. Let me just make sure this is. Oh yeah, I'm actually gonna do my actual domain. Let me grab that. Sweet. Screenshot. Yeah, let's do it. I'll screenshot this real quick. Okay, let's add the screenshot. It's probably down here. Okay. That's similar vibe to product hunt. Okay, so I was able to like that and it registered. I probably can't comment because it's my own app. I'm gonna share this with you all now. Let's see. Enable share link. If you guys want to try this out yourself, upload your um, apps there, and then we can comment on each other's and test this out. If I hit view, it does go to Toilet Tail, so that works. That's pretty cool. Oh, okay. So maybe I wish that was more intuitive. Maybe view isn't the right word, but if you click view, it pops up an actual page to the app, which is actually interesting. So it did create feedback tickets. It created comments. I wish it wasn't green. How about that? Make it more appealing. Okay, so you submit the fishback. Oh, okay. I mean, that's kind of cool. I wonder if everyone can see the feedback tickets or if that's just only me because it's my app. But let me know if you guys can see that. Comments. This is awesome. Oh, Dennis commented as well. Sweet. Okay, this is epic. Honestly, we should totally use this for the community. Showcase leaderboard. Okay, so I'm number 1 on the leaderboard. 5 stars. What do the stars mean, I wonder? Yeah, so this is like one thing that you can ask. So like if we go here and be like, do not build anything. I am on the leaderboard page, and there is a star icon on the app component. So let's see what it is. So that's one thing that you can truly do. Oh my gosh, that's a great. I like that. So let's prompt it with that to like actually have the AI review the app and how it can be improved as well. So this is like one thing that you guys can do is like truly just like ask it questions. Um, if you don't understand certain things or you're like unsure of the capabilities of it, just ask it, and then it will just like respond. So like, look how quick it quickly respond. Looking at the leaderboard page, the star icon with the number 5 represents the engagement score for that. Based on the code, the engagement score is calculated as votes times 2 plus comments plus feedback tickets. So far, the Toilet app, you're seeing 1 vote. Okay, super cool. That's awesome. I like that it made that. Now let's prompt it with the, let's see, AI review each app as well. Perfect. Maybe let's add a what about reviewed by AI for each app. Go to each app URL and critique. Let's see, have an AI analysis go to each app URL and critique it on UI, UX, and potential to be a great app. Okay, so this is super cool. So what this is gonna hopefully add a tool motion effect video tool. Add a tool motion effect video tool. Do you mind clarifying them on that, Paris? But basically, what this is gonna do, hopefully, the agent's gonna look at each app URL, go to the app URL, understand everything about the UI, the UX, what the app is truly trying to do, and then analyze it, critique it, and then generate a feedback score. or a feedback analysis on how it can hopefully be improved. So that's what's powerful about us, is that that's like a fully integrated AI functionality within your app that like you normally would have had to go to different providers, grab your OpenAI API key or your Claude API key, etc. So, um, and an AI tool to create a photo 360 cameras. Stitch. Oh, are you saying for the internal agent to add those tools to the agent? I think that's what you're saying. We need to upload a screenshot and record. Okay, yeah. I will copy that. Once this one's done building, we can add that functionality. I want to see other apps on here. You guys should be posting your apps. Toilet Tales is number 1 right now. I'm on all 3 tabs. I'm the newest, I'm the most popular, and the trending. Let's see. I want to change this to sweet. Almost done. Oh, let's go. Vern just said he submitted it. Let's see. Wonder why Vern's app isn't showing. Oh, maybe I need to. Let me just wait for it to be done building. So crazy that we can have this fully be built within like one prompt, what we're seeing now. And then I'm sending it to you guys and you guys are uploading your apps. I mean, it's insane. Let's see. Could probably use some background music for you guys while this is building. I don't know how to stream music though. Also, if you guys have any more last questions, I know we're coming up on the end here, but please let me know if you have any questions about the functionality of Adaptive, the roadmap. Feedback as well is also open. I know you guys can also just like drop that in Discord too, but while I'm here, if you wanted immediate answers on anything, please just let me know. Can you clarify? Are you talking about I can't delete or edit the post once I upload it? Is that a bug or is it just not supported yet? Are you saying on the app showcase or like within adaptive? What? I don't think we supported that. Like I posted this one. Let's see. I can't see anywhere where I can delete it, so I just don't think I can just like literally prompt it that to do. So yeah, I think this one's almost done building soon. A custom SMTP for the application, or at least for the account owner, similar to how it works for Stripe. Sounds good. I'll take that back to the team. Yeah, once this is done building, I'll prompt it with all your suggestions of maybe adding image upload feedback as well as the edit or delete functionality. Breed blend. I'll also send this in the chat too for you guys to play around with if you want. You know what? I just had an idea for this. Why don't we prompt it to animate these dogs? Add and okay, sweet. So like what I'm hoping for is like a little button there that says animate and then it turns it into a video. Should be cool. Can you also add a AI tool to create a custom smart contract for blockchain? I mean, that's a good idea. I love these suggestions. So like definitely take them into account. Who uploaded this guy? That's hilarious. Okay, let's go back to community showcase. Still building. I mean, this is a pretty complex feature. Okay, I just finished. Your app now has a complete AI-powered review system that automatically analyzes submitted app. The system evaluates UI design, user experience, and overall potential, providing detailed feedback and scores are visible to all users. Okay. Let's see. Maybe I'm going to upload another one. Let's see. Breed Blender. Let's see. Let's upload that one. Okay. Submit my app title, Breed Blender. Let's see. I'm going to. Screenshot that. Sweet. So where is the change our area? So it's an app. This is some review display on app pages. App detail pages now show that review and dedicate section of the overall score. So basically, what I assume is there's everyone's resume AI. That one's awesome. When trying to display a list of apps because the detailed voting information. Okay, auto repair that. So let's see. It probably has to like go to it. I think what it's probably doing is it's going to it and then reviewing it, and then like that's what I was saying. It needs to have like a loading state. That's one thing that be better at. Let's see if this one's the animate functionality on that. We should definitely have a Zoom or Google Meet next time. Awesome. I completely agree. That would be more interactive and engaging. We can have conversations. Totally agree. This is my first time doing this. So I think that feedback, I think that's one of them. Can you put in the chat the website you're working on? Yeah, I did. Paris, I put them above. You can see there's two, the breed blender one and then the app showcase one. So you guys can play around with that. I want to see it come up with the animated one though, real quick. That's probably all we have time for, unfortunately. So this one's like making the repairs, and then let's see, the breed blender is also doing the animation. I kind of wanted to see these two before we hop off though. I wonder what dogs you guys made on that. From one photo, so I just did one. Let's see that dog. Actually, I'm just gonna wait until this is done building. Sweet. Apps code to ensure everything runs smoothly. It's now fully operational, ready to analyze. Okay, so we may need to submit another one. Let's see. I'm just gonna submit that, and then also add the function. I'll work on this a little bit after this to give you to implement some of the changes that you guys are suggesting. Also, if anyone wants to be added to this workspace, just let me know. Dog blender. Maybe breed blender. Okay. Sweet. Okay, so let's see. So it added, that's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I was hoping for. I said, put it to the blended breed component. You can see there. Okay, add an animate button on the blended breed component for the user to get a visualization of how the dog will play. So let's see. It's animating right now. Again, you don't need to go and grab API keys to a video generation app. You literally can just like prompt it, speak English into it, and Adaptive will build it for you. This video generation app takes probably 30 seconds to 60 seconds, maybe a little longer. Right now, it has the capability of generating like 5-second videos. The problem is right now with video generation, just in the AI world, it's pretty expensive. So Adaptive Community Showcase, I really do want to see. Oh, here it is. Let's go. Oh, I got an 8 out of 10. That's pretty good. So Breed Blender is a charming and innovative application that leverages AI to create new dog breeds from user uploaded photos. Recommendations: introduce a clear blend breeds or generate button that activates users once the users select the required number of photos. Totally agree with that. It was kind of confusing. Provide clear instructions or visual cues on how many photos are needed for a successful blend. Totally agree on that. I think for me, I was like, how do we actually blend the dogs? You know, like this isn't the call to action. Like the call to action should be like see what breeds you can make. So like I didn't realize I had to like click on these. Plus, like I don't like the X being there. I think that's like too kind of confusing. Let's see what else. It recommends consider adding unique visual elements or a slightly more distinctive brand identity to move beyond a generic modern aesthetic. Totally agree. And implement a clear loading state. Okay, that is insane. What have I been saying like this whole entire time? I said I wish it was making better, clear loading states and progress indicators when the AI is processing the blend. It's almost as if the AI like went to it and then started using it. Obviously, it didn't. It was able to inspect the code, but that's literally what I've been saying the entire time. Oh, I wish it was like loading. I wish I had loading states. Um, Add social sharing options for the generated blended breeds to encourage users to share their totally implement robust error handling and user feedback experience for unsupported files. Absolutely. This is actually insane. Let's see. I'm liking this one. I know I made it, but all right, who's the most popular? Leaderboard, still me. Okay, snap task number 2. I'll toss you a like. Awesome. Well, guys, let me know. We're unfortunately out of time, but like hop into Discord. Please keep giving us feedback, especially giving us feedback on what AI functionality you want within our agent. That is like what we are good at. That's our secret sauce. That's what we're going to keep doubling down on. Really do appreciate you all showing up. Next time, I think we can definitely improve it by maybe being more interactive and engaging. Where do I start collecting feedback from my app? Basically here, I think people have posted it here. And then I can leave comments and feedback here. So I'll share this in the community or on the general page within Discord so people can start doing it. But I'll also add the edit or delete functionality as well. Like you mentioned, because I think you wanted to probably delete that. So awesome, guys. Well, or let's see what this play animation. Let's see. I wanted to see this last. Takes a second for it to load real quick. Varun, yes. In order for you to like collaborate on a project, let's say like if a couple of you want to actually like help build this adaptive community feature, let me know. Um, like genuinely, if you go to here and then you hit share app, basically you can invite others to workspaces. So I'll add you guys. I'll probably DM you just to like make sure I'm truly uh, making it truly like adding the right user. But basically I can add you guys here. So if, like obviously I can get your like correct username or email, put it there, and then you guys will basically have full access to the chat bar. You can see all the history. I can see your edits. You can see mine. It's sort of like a Google Doc. So it's a very powerful feature for you to add any colleagues, any team members that you want helping you build the app. So yeah, let me know if you guys have any last suggestions, feedback. Let's see. Let's see. That is insane. Look at that. Honestly, the dog is pretty beautiful. I'm just gonna for you all to see. That is absolutely insane. Like if you were wanting to see like kind of what dog breeds you want, this would actually be an insane app to test that. Literally from let's see. Literally from this picture here and that picture there, we get this picture, and then we're able to take our imagination even further and play the animation. Like that's insane. We're able to truly see what the dog looks like, walks like, and everything. I don't. My mind gets blown away by it every time. All right, great live building session. We'll probably do this again next week. So let me know, and we'll make it more interactive and engaging. Thanks all for coming. See ya.